I don't believe that there won't be any champion in the future with 100 backhand. For the first time, there won't be any top 10 with 100 backhand. And I think it shocks people. I think it makes sense. I'm not saying that there won't be any other ever. I think definitely Grigor can come back to the top 10. He's very close. And also Stefanos is out of the top 10 for the first time in 5 years, but he'll be back. I'm sure also about it. But it's just a message still that we need to hear that in today's tennis, to have a 100 backhand makes it more difficult. And it's already so difficult to reach the top of that game. When you put yourself in a situation where it's more difficult because of 100 backhand, then the chances to go to the top are lower. It doesn't mean that it's impossible, of course it's not, but it's more difficult. Roger won 20 Grand Slams with a 100 backhand, Wawrinka won 3 lately also. So it is possible, but it's more difficult. It's more difficult to return, for sure. It's more difficult to counterpunch with one hand, and today's game, the serves are huge. People play fast from the baseline, deep, so you're often on the back foot, and it's not that easy to be able to use the pace when you have a 100 backhand. It's much easier with 2 hands, so that's why it's so difficult. So I think we'll see less 100 backhand in the future, but I'm sure that there will be here and there big champions with 100 backhand. I don't believe that there won't be any champion in the future with 100 backhand. People love to do that. They love to say, oh, that's the end of an era and it's a new era. And every time they say that, it's wrong. You know, when Martina Hingis was #1, oh, it was the end of the era of this player who played flat on both sides. Now it's the era of the smart players who play tactical. And then the Williams come and they become #1, both of them. And oh, it's all about power. If you don't have power, you can't reach the top. You have to be big and powerful. And then Justin Henin becomes #1 in the world, being small and not powerful, but with many other qualities. So I don't believe in end of eras. I believe in diversity in tennis. Everything is possible for anyone with his qualities. And you can reach the top with 100 backhand, but it's more difficult.